A lot of people who go back to university for the first time, they end up choosing the wrong mode of study. I know this because I did exactly that. Today, I'm going to show you how to avoid this mistake. I'm going to give you some strategies to help you determine whether part-time or full-time is the better pick for you. If this is your first time seeing me, I am Tash, but you can call me T. Welcome to chapter 3 of my introductory series of my book titled Reignite Your Educational Goals, a guide for going back to school as an adult. So, will your lifestyle allow you to be a full-time student, or is part-time a better fit for you? When deciding between these two options, it ultimately boils down to your flexibility and availability to manage the required workload. Ask yourself these questions. 1. Why is this option the best fit for me? 2. What are the specific benefits of choosing this mode of study? Now, let's look at part-time. Part-time provides you with that flexibility, and it does provide you with that leeway to create more balance, especially if you are someone who you're juggling work, kids, husband, wife, house, a ton of responsibilities. Part-time will provide you with that type of freedom to create a schedule that suits you. And in addition, the workload is less because you are expected to sit anywhere between 1 to 3 courses per semester. That means you have less fees per annum. So part-time says you pay less money, do less courses, but it also means that you have a longer duration to complete your studies. But don't be discouraged by that, because it also means that you could be getting higher grades because you're less stressed. You feel more in control of what's taking place. But this is not a one-size-fits-all, because when I first went back to university, I went part-time and I was juggling a full-time job, and it did not work in my favor. I ended up stopping my program because it was just not the right fit. No, it was just not for me. You gotta know what's for you based on what your lifestyle looks like. Now let's take a look at the full-time option. A lot of people tend to believe that full-time school is for people who generally have less responsibilities, but this is not necessarily so. Everything in life is about making sacrifices. There are persons who will have a lot of responsibilities, but they decide to make the sacrifice, perhaps put certain things on hold so that they can go back to school full time, because at the end of the day, it boils down to your learning style. You know what you can manage. Full time does come with a more demanding workload. 4, 5, 6, sometimes even 7 courses per semester. You're expected to finish your program in a shorter span of time. Also, your per annum fees for full-time is certainly higher than part-time. Again, I will share that when I went back to school again, I went this time full-time, put the work on hold, and this was a perfect fit for me. Another benefit of going to school full-time is that there tend to be more scholarships and grants that's available to full-time students. Even myself, I have received scholarships. Now, I'm going to provide you with 3 strategies that you can use to narrow in on which one is the better fit for you. So the first strategy is evaluate your learning style and stress tolerance. You know yourself better than anyone. How do you typically manage pressure, more specifically academic pressure? Reflect on this and write it down. Do you typically work well under pressure? Full-time is a heavy workload, then full-time is for you. Or do you prefer situations where you can pace yourself to avoid burnout? Clearly, part-time might be a better fit for you. Strategy number 2, clarify your short-term versus your long-term goals. Take a close look at the goals that you have for the next 1 to 3 years versus the goals that you have for the next 5 years up. If finishing your program early or quicker is more important to you, then full-time is definitely the option for you. But if balance and stability is more important to you right now, then part-time is the option for you. Strategy number 3, review your support system. You know what your lifestyle look like, and you know your support system. You know the people involved in your life. You know how much responsibilities you have. Childcare, household chores, and the list goes on. A strong support system makes full-time more realistic and doable, while limited support might make part-time a better fit for you. Now, this wraps up my introduction to chapter 3. Thank you for watching, and remember to leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to respond. I'm your girl, TASH.